roles that Johnny Depp could have played, I honestly never expected this one. But I'm pretty glad that it did it. I feel like making a reference from Dracula or something. I want to bite you on the neck. But I feel like that would be kind of corny. Is it? I don't know. Alright, let's just do this right now. Dark Shadows. So Dark Shadows is a horror/comedy starring Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Eva Green, and a whole bunch of other very talented actors. Now, I actually saw this movie the weekend it came out. It was somewhat a remake and somewhat an adaptation of the old Dark Shadows TV show, which was spooky as hell. Basically, this Dark Shadows movie tries to do a prequel of everything that happened and how it became the Dark Shadows TV show, which is a really good backstory, and I like that. This witch is obsessed with Barnabas Collins, and for a while they do get along very well and they develop a relationship. But then when Barnabas goes off on his own, he finds out that he's angered a pretty evil bitch, which is actually a witch, just so you know. And she turns him into a vampire. And then the town finds out that he's a vampire and they bury him in a coffin. And now Barnabas Collins is back and he wants to take back his home and his fortune. Now the movie itself is actually pretty good. I love the visuals because it has a balance between spooky and funny. And they offer a lot of creepy moments and some very good jump scares as well, which kind of add to the whole horror feeling of the movie. But then there's also a comical side to this movie, and I liked that they brought that in. And there are some very funny moments in this movie where I did laugh out loud. But I think what I didn't like about the movie was that it didn't have a good balance between the two. Sometimes comedy clashed with horror, and sometimes horror clashed with comedy. And the two never really were coherent. I do think that the comedy and the horror in this movie is kind of too much on their own. Johnny Depp is awesome in this movie. He doesn't feel like Jack Sparrow in this one. He certainly has an odd side to him, and he has some awkward moments here and there, but that's Johnny Depp for you. Unless he's playing a very serious role, like Secret Window, which was an excellent role for him, then he's normally going to have an awkward and odd side to him. And he does it very well in this one. And the rest of the cast is awesome as well. And I love Eva Green as well because she's attractive, she's beautiful, and she's also a very great actress. The story itself is okay, especially since it's a prequel. I liked how they tried to sort of tell you what happened before the Dark Shadows TV show, and they did succeed in that. But the actual story is really incoherent. It has many moments that just really never add up, and many scenes that were really unnecessary, and many scenes that are necessary. There's one scene that I really did enjoy, and it was in the trailer, and I thought it was very clever. With so many vampire movies out nowadays, with Twilight, Daybreakers, it's good that we have a comedy now that mixes with horror, and it kind of makes fun of vampires, but at the same time respects them. There's a scene where Barnabas is brushing his teeth, and all you see in the mirror is the toothbrush just going up and down in the air. And I thought, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's clever, that's funny. In the end, Dark Shadows does have a sloppy pace at times, and some of the writing doesn't necessarily respect the Dark Shadows TV show, and personally, I wanted it to respect the TV show. However, with plenty of laughs and chills, I did find myself enjoying this movie quite a lot, and I will still go ahead and give Dark Shadows a 3 out of 5. I laughed a lot, I was scared a lot, and I really enjoyed the cast in this movie. I kind of felt like this movie was sort of meant for a gothic audience. I don't know why. I think it might have been because of the makeup, and I have nothing against gothic. I have nothing against it. But I think the makeup was just a little bit too much for me. I'm not saying that the makeup was bad, it was just a little overdone. And this movie just tried to be too much when it was already a little out of its depth. It was still a good movie, and I enjoyed it. So have you seen Dark Shadows? Did you see it? What did you think about it? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, punch that like button. And a shout out to Lucy Ann, one of my few subscribers, for requesting my very first movie review. Thank you very much, Lucy. I hope to get many more requests from you guys. Please leave comments below about what movie I should review next. And I'll see you guys next time on Preview Review. Thanks for watching.